Anna Black from digitalwellpublisher.com. How are you? Coming with another video for you. We're talking about blogging. Now, I am a ghostwriter, I'm an author coach, as well as a book editor, and I support CEOs, keynote speakers, consultants, entrepreneurs, and other leaders who are interested in writing a book or other thought leadership pieces to be able to advance their mission. And today we're talking about, is blogging still worth your time? A lot of people have questions about blogging, especially in this era when a lot of people are talking about, doing things like podcasting and creating videos such as this. Is it still worth your time to be able to blog? And I say absolutely yes. And for three very good reasons that I'll be able to get into. Number one, writing or blogging in general will help you to get more comfortable with your message. It's very important for you as a thought leader to be able to practice your messaging through the practice of writing. Especially if you know that you're a writer. For those of you who aren't writers, you can do other things. You should always be able to do work that really improves upon the skills that you already have. But if you know that you're a writer, you should always be in the practice of improving that particular skill. And what blogging is going to do for you is to be able to help you to comfortably practice your message on your own space. Okay, so you don't have to have the pressure of trying stuff out in other places. It's not a place where your message is going to be driven by money or anything like that. This is all you sharing your thoughts, your opinions, and what you think about whatever it is that your thought leadership is on. So yeah, definitely, blogging is one great way to be able to be able to do that. Number two, blogging helps you to build your audience. Now, not sure where you are as far as learning about what internet marketing is all about, but when you blog, you have an opportunity to do something called building your email list. So you'll be able to create a lead magnet. A lead magnet is simply a piece of free content that you give away in exchange for someone else's email address, right? So that lead magnet could be something like a checklist. It could be a video. It could be an ebook. It could be anything, really. Something short, sweet, and to the point that's useful for people to give people a little bit of a taste about who you are and what it is that you have to offer, right? So when you blog, and you offer information on whatever it is that you do, you give them an opportunity to be able to stay connected with you through this lead magnet. So you say, hey, here's my 10-point checklist on how to help parents have better communication with their teenagers, if that's what you do, for example. And they'll put their name and their email address in there, and they'll be able to automatically get your lead magnet for free via their email. And you'll be able to further expand the relationship with this person by sending them emails back and forth, or videos or other things that you want to be able to do, as well as keep them updated on what you're writing about on your blog. And over time, what you'll be able to do is you'll get more and more people, so that when you have things for sale, like books, like events you're going to be at, if you're selling tickets to anything, if you're doing webinars, you'll have an audience to actually be able to share that with, right? So blogging is really great for those of you who want to build your audience. And if you're a thought leader, that's certainly one thing that you want to be able to do. And number 3, blogging is really great for those of you who want to be able to own your content. And I'm saying owning your own content is really important. If it's your own blog, particularly a WordPress blog, it can be other things, but for the most part, I work in WordPress. And it's a platform that I own, right? So I own the website, the name of the website that the content is on. I pay for the hosting for, it's like the rent that you pay to be able to be on the internet, and you have a server where all that information is saved, and I don't have to worry about that. I just pay a monthly fee for that, right? So I own this content. The content is mine, and that way, hopefully, the content will never, it'll never go anywhere. So WordPress can change. It can do what it wants. I will always be able to have access to this content and be able to use it as I please. Now, a lot of you thought leaders out there, what I'm seeing you doing is you're offering really great content in places like Facebook, Twitter, and all kinds of other places, right? And it's not that it's not great content, because it often is. But the problem is that you don't get to be able to control what you put on Facebook. I'm not saying don't do Facebook or anything like that. What I'm saying is you also have to remember that you have to do the upkeep for the spaces that you own as well. Okay, so I've seen people's Facebook posts. They put all this work into building up this, this Facebook following, and they're only putting it there because they want to be able to get likes and shares. They're not monetizing it in the way that they should be doing it. Sometimes posts disappear for no apparent reason. Sometimes, the things just get deleted and they don't get them back. And it's not that those things happen often, but you just want to be able to be efficient about where you're working and how it is that you're sharing your content. So your major thoughts and ideas should be put in your own space first. And that's usually should be your blog. And then from there, from the blog, you can share bits and pieces of that on places like Facebook, on places like YouTube, and other places, so that you're being efficient about where you put your message. So if everything else goes to hell, if your Facebook posts get deleted, or you are removed from your group, or if you're banned from using Facebook altogether for very simple reasons, and it's not even if you have some sort of racy content or anything. I've seen people just get banned from content, banned from using Facebook for all sorts of reasons. At least then you'll know that you still have your own space on the web where people can still find you. Okay? So that gives you 3 reasons as to why blogging is still worth your time and effort. So really quickly, I'll just review. Blogging is still worth your time and effort, number 1, because it gives you a place to comfortably practice writing your message. You want to be able to get clear on what your message is, who you're speaking to, and having your own space on the internet to be able to do that all the time is worth your time and effort. Number 2, it helps you to build your audience. You want to be able to have a lead magnet where people can join your email list, and you will be able to control the conversation back and forth that you have with your potential clients. Number 3, you want to be able to own your content. The stuff that you put out on Facebook, YouTube, and other places does not necessarily belong to you. It belongs to the company of the social media service that you're using. So you want to be able to use your blog as the first place where you're going to be able to share your content. And then from there, you take bits and pieces and you put it into other social media platforms. Okay? So that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Helana Black from digitalwealthpublisher.com. I am a ghostwriter, author coach, and book editor. You can find me at digitalwealthpublisher.com. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I will see you tomorrow.